As per usual for the beginning of the month, it is time for another Artsnacks unboxing video, and this one is the April 2019 Artsnacks box. So this box actually got to me the fastest I think I've ever received an Artsnacks box. I got it in the mail the day after I got an email saying that it had been shipped, so that was very, very fast. I did not expect it to actually get here that fast. It technically showed up before April. I think it showed up March 30th, I want to say, so this came very, very quickly in the mail. And in this box, obviously, we get our Artsnacks menu, a candy, a sticker, and then everything for this month was actually wrapped up in tissue, which it's been the first time in a while that everything has been wrapped up in the tissue, actually. And for this box, we got 4 supplies. So in this box, it came with a Pentel Orange one-click mechanical pencil, which was a very, very odd and different pencil. I'll get more into that later, but I was really confused at first because upon clicking it, it just wasn't really putting out lead unless you tilted it. But that actually turns out to be a really cool mechanical pencil. It also came with the Zebra Sensations double-ended brush pen. I've worked with a lot of the Zebra brand brush pens before, as well as the specific Zebra Sensations brush pens. I don't know what makes them different being under the Sensations line. I assume that's just a line of them. It also came with an Iron Lac pump action paint marker. This one is a 7mm paint marker, and this is a chunky boy! It has this giant chisel tip, and I guess that both the ink and the tip of this marker are replaceable, which I thought was really cool because if you're very into using paint markers, I'm sure it's a lot cheaper to just repurchase ink as well as the tip instead of buying new markers. And then the final thing that came in this box was the Carandeace Luminance colored pencil, which I was really excited when I saw this because I've kind of been looking to get a light blue sketching pencil. I have colored pencils, obviously. I was looking for an erasable one. This one is not erasable, heads up. But I was excited to play with this because I've really wanted to do some sketching in a blue pencil. So I went ahead and I swatched all these products first and foremost, as per usual, and with this box in particular, everything added up based off of what Artsnacks says is the value of the items, the retail value that they give. Everything in this box totals to $24.90 in US dollars, so this box is pretty much another one that's exactly worth how much Artsnacks costs. If you're in the US, I believe Artsnacks is $24 with free shipping to all US states. Maybe not all of them, maybe not Hawaii and Alaska. I'm not sure. But, so this one, all the products to me were worth the same value as the box, basically. So, Artsnacks pushes that one because they do tend to do not, a greater value than the box, but to me it's still nice getting stuff in the mail, so obviously I'm still doing it. And like I said, I was really excited about that pencil. Oh, and my cat made quite the appearance in this one, so I did have to move him sadly because he started smacking things around and shaking the phone stand that I used to record, so I had to relocate him. But the brush pen wasn't anything special. Honestly, the colored pencil itself wasn't anything special. I was really excited about the colors I got. Purple's my least favorite color, but I was really excited that it kind of went really well with the light blue in my opinion. I really like that color combination. We have a very light pastel color and then a super rich pigmented color, so I was really excited to see what would come out with that. And then onto the pencil though. This is such a weird pencil. So it's called a one-click pencil and it's intended to just be clicked once, and you're actually only supposed to use the lead from the pencil while it's in the metal barrel, I guess is a very poor way to describe it, but you're not supposed to actually be able to see the lead sticking out of the pencil. It's supposed to just be wrapped around the metal of the tip of the pencil, but you can still use it. It's really cool. I was really surprised when I read that on the Artsnacks menu, and I'm glad I did read the Artsnacks menu because I would have been confused. But you're not supposed to extend the lead past the metal tip, and that's really cool. I don't know, it's just a little thing that's really cool. It shouldn't be so exciting to me, but I just thought that was super fancy because if you're someone who likes to put a lot of pressure on your pencils, you won't break that lead because it's not sticking out at all. So I'm sure if you wanted to get crazy, you could break it, but to me, it's not feasible to be able to break that lead, so that's a thing. And so for this one, I just kind of played around with swatching them and then doodling a little bit within that little paper on my sketchbook. And then I went ahead and I was using I think it's the Strathmore mixed media paper is what I ended up using for this. I just cut off a little chunk and just kind of started drawing on there. I sketched off camera because I'm not super comfortable sketching on camera, so that's where that came from. And I'm actually kind of sad because the blue pencil isn't very visible on camera. It's a lot more visible in person, and that really stands out with like the final piece because in my opinion it's a lot more colorful and just looks better in person just because you can see the blue that I add later and just the underlying sketch a lot better. But as a whole, I'm okay with this. I actually really like how this ended up turning out. I didn't know what I wanted to draw with these colors, but I just kind of winged it, and I looked for inspiration on Pinterest. I found a reference picture. Initially, like, the girl had glasses, but I tried and it didn't work. So I tried to erase them, but you can still kind of see faintly where they were. The color lifted off a little, but I had to erase quite a bit, and it's a colored pencil. It's not going to be erasable, so I wasn't really, like, disappointed with that necessarily, but it's like, I tried to be ambitious and draw glasses, but glasses are really hard to draw, and especially if you're like incorporating them at the last second, that's probably not in your best interest because things can go south fast. But overall, I am really happy with how this turned out. I don't use paint markers really at all. The only time I ever really do is within Artsnacks boxes, so I didn't really know what to do with these colors and what I was doing. But after winging it, I was not too upset with it by any means. I did go ahead and I taped this into my sketchbook with the swatch page just so it would kind of not be hanging around anywhere. But then I was done with the drawing. But I do like this Artsnacks box. It is not the most exciting box because it's all supplies I've worked with before. I did really like the colored pencil as well as the brush pen. However, it's definitely not my favorite brush pen. I've been having a lot of fun with the Pentel Pocket Brush Pen, but this one's cool because it is double-sided. You can get kind of similar stroke sizes with either side. It just depends on your pressure, but as a whole, I really did like this box. The supplies worked really well together, which is something that Artsnacks has not always done in the past, so on the bright side, all the supplies worked together, and it was fun not using wet medium for once. I feel like I've been getting a lot of wet stuff with the past Artsnacks boxes, so this one was a fun one. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in the next one.